Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see a building so old it was ancient even to the ancient Romans? A structure so massive and mysterious that for nearly 4,000 years, nothing on Earth was taller. Today, we're journeying back in time to the golden sands of Egypt to uncover the secrets of the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Standing proudly near modern-day Cairo, this colossal monument has weathered over 4.5 millennia. It's a testament to a civilization that believed in eternity, and it continues to baffle and inspire us. How did they build it? Why was it so important? And what secrets does it still hold? Join me as we explore one of humanity's greatest achievements. The story of the Great Pyramid begins around 2560 BC, during the reign of a powerful ruler named Pharaoh Khufu. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh wasn't just a king, he was considered a god on earth. The Egyptians had a profound belief in the afterlife. They thought that when the pharaoh died, his spirit would journey to another world to continue his divine rule. To ensure a successful journey and an eternal life, the pharaoh's final resting place had to be a fortress, a palace for the afterlife, designed to last forever. And so, the concept of the pyramid was born. It was more than a tomb, it was a resurrection machine. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built specifically for Pharaoh Khufu. When it was completed, its glistening white limestone casing would have shone brilliantly under the Egyptian sun. It soared to a height of about 146 meters, or 481 feet. To put that into perspective, it remained the tallest man-made structure on Earth until the Lincoln Cathedral was built in England in the 1300s. That's a record held for nearly 3,800 years. Today, though it's a little shorter due to erosion and the loss of its outer stones, its sheer scale is still breathtaking. But what truly boggles the mind is how it was built. Imagine this, the pyramid is made of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block is a behemoth, weighing anywhere from 2 to 15 tons. Some of the granite beams inside, positioned above the king's chamber, weigh up to 80 tons. And remember, the ancient Egyptians didn't have steel cranes, hydraulic lifts, or heavy machinery. They had simple tools made of copper and wood, and the power of human ingenuity. For a long time, popular culture told us that the pyramids were built by slaves, toiling under the whip. But modern archaeology tells a different story. Evidence from workers' villages and tombs near the pyramids suggests the builders were actually skilled Egyptian laborers. These were likely farmers who worked on the monumental project during the annual Nile flood season, when their fields were underwater. They were well-fed, respected for their craft, and organized into efficient teams. It was a national project, a source of pride and unity. It's believed that this massive workforce, numbering in the tens of thousands, completed the entire pyramid in about 20 years. Think about that, placing one of those enormous blocks every few minutes, 24 hours a day, for 2 decades. The engineering precision is just as impressive as the scale. The base of the Great Pyramid is an almost perfect square, and its four sides are aligned with incredible accuracy to the 4 cardinal points: north, south, east, and west. This level of precision would be a challenge even for modern builders with GPS and laser technology. The Egyptians likely used a combination of solar observations and water levels to achieve this feat. They also had a deep understanding of mathematics and geometry. So, how did they get those massive stones up the rising structure? This is one of the biggest debates among Egyptologists. The most widely accepted theory involves the use of ramps. But what kind of ramp? A long, straight one. A ramp that spiraled around the pyramid. Or perhaps an internal ramp, as some recent theories suggest. We know they used wooden sledges to drag the stones across the sand. A fascinating discovery showed that wetting the sand in front of the sledge would have dramatically reduced friction, making the task much easier. It was a combination of brute force and brilliant, simple physics. Now let's venture inside. The interior of the Great Pyramid is a network of passages and chambers that have fascinated explorers for centuries. After entering through a passage, you're faced with a choice: a descending passage leading to an unfinished subterranean chamber, or an ascending passage going up into the heart of the pyramid. Following this sending path brings you to one of the most inspiring spaces in ancient architecture, the Grand Gallery. It's a long, tall, and narrow corridor that slopes steeply upward. The craftsmanship of the corbelled stone ceiling is stunning. At the top of the Grand Gallery, you arrive at the main event, the King's Chamber. This room is built entirely of red granite, transported from quarries over 800 kilometers away. Inside sits a large, empty stone sarcophagus, believed to have been intended for Khufu. It's slightly larger than the entrance to the chamber, meaning it must have been placed there as the pyramid was being built around it. There's also another main room, known as the Queen's Chamber, located lower down in the pyramid. Its purpose is still a mystery, as it's unlikely a queen was ever buried there. These empty, silent chambers fuel the pyramid's mystique. What happened to the treasures and the mummy they were built to protect? Sadly, it's almost certain that ancient tomb robbers plundered the pyramid thousands of years ago, leaving very little for modern archaeologists to find. But the Great Pyramid doesn't stand alone. It's the centerpiece of the Giza Pyramid complex. Flanking it are two other massive pyramids, the Pyramid of Khafre, Khufu's son, and the smaller Pyramid of Menkaure, his grandson. Khafre's pyramid is particularly interesting because some of its original polished limestone casing still remains at the very top, giving us a glimpse of how magnificent these structures once looked. And, of course, guarding them all is the enigmatic Great Sphinx, carved from a single massive piece of limestone. This mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human thought to be the face of Pharaoh Khufu has silently watched over the plateau for our millennia. It's another masterpiece of ancient engineering and artistry, shrouded in its own legends and debates. You might think that after thousands of years, we'd know everything there is to know about the pyramids. But you'd be wrong. The Giza Plateau is still a place of active discovery. In recent years, scientists have been using cutting-edge technology to peer inside the Great Pyramid without drilling a single hole. Using a technique called cosmic ray-worn radiography, an international team of researchers detected a huge, previously unknown void inside the pyramid, located right above the Grand Gallery. This space, nicknamed the Big Void, is at least 30 meters long. What is it? A hidden chamber, a structural feature to relieve weight. We don't know yet, but its discovery proves that the pyramid has not given up all its secrets. The Great Pyramid of Giza is so much more than a pile of stones. It's a symbol of human ambition, ingenuity, and our eternal quest to understand life, death, and our place in the universe. It represents the incredible organizational power and engineering genius of the ancient Egyptian civilization. Today, millions of tourists flock to Egypt every year to stand in its shadow, to touch the ancient stones, and to feel a connection to a past that is almost unimaginably distant. It is a humbling experience that reminds us of the incredible things people can achieve when they work together towards a common goal. Despite all our science and all our studies, the Great Pyramid still holds onto its mysteries. The exact methods of its construction, the full purpose of its intricate interior, and the secrets of its newly discovered voids continue to fuel our imagination. It is a timeless puzzle, left to us by the ancients. As our technology continues to advance, who knows what other secrets we might unlock from within this last wonder of the ancient world. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey to the Great Pyramid of Giza. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more wonders of the ancient world, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep exploring.